Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I mean, see my screen. If you can see, just let me know in meeting chat. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all okay. 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 A very big welcome to all of you. This is our first ever live session on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Really so happy to be here tonight to be sharing. Okay, so a big thank you again, once again, for joining us tonight. So, this session is going to be very casual. It's only about 30 minutes or so. The reason we are doing this session is because um, we wanted to bring you along and show you what my nightly stock screening routine looks like as a trader. Okay, so for those of you who do not know me, I am Marianne Shiwei. All right, so this session is not about giving you buy or sell calls. Instead, I will be sharing the process I use to narrow down hundreds of stocks into a smaller watch list and what I look for when reviewing charts after the market closes. Okay. So, whether you are completely new or maybe you have a bit of trading experience, that's fine. Okay. I hope this session will give you some useful ideas that you can apply to your own routine. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to just leave them in the comments. I will answer them as many as I can during the session. Okay. So let us get started. All right. Okay, so what you're seeing on my screen right now is the ESP Master Pro software. All right. So this software is web-based. It is very simple and easy to use. And tonight I'm going to show you how we use it. Okay, right. So the first thing I'll do is that I'll go to the screener interface. Okay, so it's right over here. Okay, so in this screener interface, you do have several markets that you can use to screen. So we have Hong Kong, KL, all the US markets. So you can screen the US markets individually as well. And then you have, of course, Singapore, Shanghai, and Shenzhen. So this is World Index. We also have several dynamic strong stocks. So these are default watch lists where we curate the stocks inside here. You can think of it as like the creme de la creme. So meaning to say the best of the best stocks in the market, or in simple terms, I would call them the leading stocks in the stock market. So they're all inside these dynamic strong stocks. All right. So of course for tonight we'll be selecting KLSE, and then we'll be screening last trading day. All right. So over here are the parameters which you can personalize and customize if you want. And then over here, this is where our rule selection is at. So for tonight, I'll be showing you Swing Master 2. Swing Master 2 is one of the main strategies that our mentor, as well as myself, use. Okay, so I'll explain a bit more about the Swing Master 2, how it works and what it does. So now that we have our list of results, you just imagine, instead of spending so much time looking through thousand over stocks, now you just need to look at 17 stocks for tonight. So meaning to say you don't need to waste all that time after you come back from work, you're very tired, you have your dinner, you spend time with your family, you shower and all that. So you definitely do not have that kind of energy to go through so many stocks, so many charts. And the ESP Master Pro is a great way to allow you to just go through the stocks that matters, the chart that matters. All right. So again, every stocks that I'm sharing tonight, these are not buy or sell calls. These are all for educational purpose. Just want to share with you how we do our stock screening process so that you can benefit from that. Let's take a look at each of them. So you might find that, hey, there's so many stocks listed on Bursa. How come I only have 17? Now, the reason is that if you are in the market, if you have been watching the market, you would realize that there are a lot of stocks that broke out today. So means say today was actually a pretty good day for Bursa. So many stocks actually broke out. A lot of the semicons, if you noticed, right? So that's why you might think that hey, there's only 17 stocks. How come so few? Because a lot of them, the signal already came out 2 days ago, yesterday, today even. So the signals they actually broke out from their resistance already. But it's okay, no problem. We still can take a look at the rest of these results here. Okay, so we have IHH here. So IHH is our first result in this list. Okay, so let me explain why we use Swing Master. So Swing Master here, the reason we use this strategy, it is because it is a strategy that helps you to look for stocks that are trading in a swing manner. Okay, so stocks when they move, okay, for example, we took a look at this one. Wow, long black candle here. Okay, never mind. So you see charts, when they move, even in uptrend, they do not move in one straight line. They will move up, and then they'll come down a bit like here. Okay, so it came down a little bit, and then it gap up here. So stocks, even in an uptrend, it does not move in one straight line. Okay, not like that. Stocks don't move like that. Okay, so generally what happens is that when it comes to stock movement, they are like that, then they go up a bit, then come down and up. Alright, so this is the typical movement. Okay, so this is the typical movement of a stock. Alright, and what we aim to do with Swing Master is that we look for a stock that are trading in a consolidation manner. So in a swing manner, to be precise. Okay, so for example, let's draw here. Okay, so you can see IHH here. Okay, is trading in this consolidation manner here, and then finally you can see it kept trading higher and higher, and then finally at this point here. Okay, let me zoom in. You see at this point it actually broke up. Okay, it broke out from the resistance. So you think of this as the ceiling. So you're in a building. So you're on a floor whereby you have a lower floor and an upper floor. So this is your ceiling, the higher floor. So all this while you keep trying to go upstairs, but you cannot. But eventually you had enough momentum, you have enough volume to help to push you up to the next floor. All right. So this is why we look for breakout stocks. So it's also the same concept as a spring. If you have a spring and you compress it, eventually when you let it go, what happens is that it will bounce up. Correct or not? The spring will bounce. Ah, so this is why we use Swing Master. So the stock will keep going higher and higher. So it's a stock whereby when it breaks out, it is supported by volume. Okay, so this is the concept of Swing Master. So now let's go back and take a look at Swing Master. Now that you understand, you see, just now, without the Swing Master, I just drew these lines, right? So, all right, I plotted here and okay, yeah, okay, and then I say that it was trading in this range, and then eventually it broke out, right? Now let me plot in. Okay, I plot in this Swing Master template. Can you see all these green arrows? These are all your Swing Master signals. And you see this Swing Master signal here, very special. Okay, after it came out, it traded higher on this day here. Okay, I zoom in. You see it traded higher, right? And then higher some more. And then on this day, it actually broke up. And after that, what happens is that fantastic. Okay, can you see that it continued to go up higher and higher? This, wow, we just take a look at this. So this is approximately about 14%. Isn't that great? So in just a span of about say 1.5 months, okay, IHH here continue to go up higher and higher, higher. All right. Then after that, you see the signals come in again. Then we continue watching because we don't know whether or not it will continue to break up or it will break down. So this is something that you have to monitor and watch. Okay. So it was a long, long consolidation and then it broke down. So this signal was invalid. Now we come back to the present. Okay. So this is current. Now that you understand the swing master concept, let me explain how we actually use it. So the first thing I'll do after I've done my screening, I will check the revenue and earning per share. Okay. So ideally, I would like the figures to all be green. Ah, but here got one red. So, but I'm not so obnoxious, so arrogant to say that, oh, got one red, I don't want. No, no, it's not, huh? Okay. So what happens is I will I will look for ideally it will be all for green, but if got one red, then it's okay. All right. So we take a look at the chart next. All right. So on the chart portion, this current candle is actually piercing these two lines here. Can you see? The orange line and the blue line. And it is trading below this green line. Okay, so it's below this green line. And because of this, I will disregard this signal. I do not like stocks that are trading below the line here. So these line, let me introduce to you, they are called the moving average line. All right, so you have the 10 days, 20 days, 40 days, and 200 days. Okay, so this is the 200 days. This is the 40 days. The 20 days here, the blue one, and the orange one is 10 days. This is the immediate, the latest. Okay, so from here, because it is trading below the moving average, I would disqualify this signal. Right, you see, so simple. So the first thing remember is you need to check the revenue and earning per share here. The figures, all these four, are they green color or got red color? So as much as possible, we want all four green. But if got one red or even two red, that's the maximum I can accept. Okay, I don't want stocks that are three or even all four red. That one don't want, huh? Okay. Then after that, remember we look at the chart. So if we see that it is trading below the moving average, basically we check the behavior. How is the candlestick behaving or where is its position against the moving average? So this one, disqualify. Okay, so we look at the next one, Hong Leong Bank. All right. So in recent times, I think about in the last month or so, I remember posting about the banks as well. Okay, some of the major banks. Now, here there are two rates. So like I said, not ideal, but we do not disqualify yet. Still okay for now. Okay, clear? Can follow? You have any questions, please put them in the chat. Okay, so next thing is we look at the chart. So the chart part over here. Ah, this latest candlestick, this one here. Can you see that it is being supported by the moving average? So it is sitting on the moving average. And I quite like this. Okay, I quite like this. I like this behavior. I don't like if the candlestick is below, but it is sitting here on the moving average lines. So I'm okay with that. Ah, okay, but because this one has two red, we continue looking at the list first. Because after all, we still have 17. We've only gone through two, so we have 15 more to go. Okay. Wow, this one great tech. Okay, great tech semi-corner got yeah. So all four green. So that's a good thing for us. We like that. Okay. So then now we look at the behavior here. Unfortunately, okay, the price it tried to be pushed higher, but it closed lower. Okay, so the highest was at about, it went to about 250. All right, but it closed at about 239. Still higher than yesterday. Okay, still higher than yesterday's closing. Okay, but right now it is only sitting here and trading below one of the moving average. So I will disqualify this signal as well. Okay. Okay. So Remy here said new to chart analysis. Okay, so I think the most important thing is to learn about the basic of charting, learn about technical analysis, because this is where it will help to build a good basic, a foundation, so that you can use this knowledge for a long, long time. It's like swimming or like cycling. Nobody can take this knowledge away from you. Even if one day your job tells you, okay, thank you very much. Your contribution has been valuable. I don't need you anymore. Thank you. Bye bye. Nobody can take trading knowledge away from you. To be precise, chart reading skills. And that's why if you have chart reading skills, this is the best thing. You can eventually achieve your financial freedom, be a full-time trader and so on. And so I would say the first thing you need to learn is chart reading. Okay, learn the basics. Whatever I'm doing right now is accumulated throughout the years, experience, looking through many charts. So right now I'm giving you the shortcut. Yeah. Instead of learning, oh, what is this candlestick? Oh, this is a dodgy, this one is a long white, and then was a bullish engulfing, all this. You don't need all that. I'm telling you, right now you can skip. And the shortcut here is you immediately just read the fundamentals here, the revenue and earnings per share, and then we look at the chart. Okay, so the chart here, let's come back to the chart. All right, so right now, KPJ, based on what I've shared so far, I also mentioned, remember, if it's trading below, then I do not like the chart. So KPJ is exhibiting that kind of behavior, right? So we will disqualify and we look at Eco Shop. Okay, so Eco Shop over here, ah, all positive values, which I love. All right. But Eco Shop is a fairly new IPO, right? Yeah. That's right. Because I didn't see the bar here, it only started here. So it's a fairly new IPO, only listed last year. So just a year plus. Okay, but it's okay. We take a look at the chart. Okay. Right now, it is piercing and it is trading. Can you see? It went up and then now it's trading in this range. Ah, so that means Swing Master 2 is telling us there is a potential here, but I will still wait first. Okay, okay, IT Max here, one rate. Okay, one rate is okay. All right, then after that, below the moving average, not ideal, huh? Okay, so Tropicana. Okay, Tropicana is a chart that I will skip. Okay, let me explain why. So even though here only got two red, if I look at the chart, the candlesticks, they have the behavior or characteristics of overlapping candles. So, and the chart looks very choppy. So it's a very difficult chart to read. I like low-hanging fruits. So why do I want to go and make my life difficult and, insist on reading this kind of chart? So you see, as I zoom out, okay, over here, can you see the behavior of these candlesticks? So a lot of them are overlapping. So I do not want or like this kind of chart. All right. So if we take a look at the next one, EG. Okay, EG. Oh wow, quite a fair bit down today, about 5.6%. All right, and as a result, you can see it's actually trading below the three moving average. So it's become a new resistance here. Okay, so we skip as well. Wow, Sunway. Sunway reminds me. Did you see Sunway Construction's chart today? Fantastic, isn't it? Wow. All right. So, okay, coming back to Sunway. I'll show you Suncon after this. But we look at Sunway, yeah? Okay, this is fantastic. Ideal. All for green. So if you look at Sunway and you think that, the chart is not too bad. Now, let me show you how we set up our trading plan. So the trading plan here. Okay, you already know that you want to look at Sunway, so you add it to your watch list in your trading platform. But you want to be notified when Sunway triggers your entry. So when it comes to entry, we will actually look at two things. Number one, entry price. Number two, entry volume. So remember that, price and volume. So we look at the first component, which is the entry price. So how do you determine the entry price? Come, let me show you the shortcut. All right. Okay, bring your attention here. Can you see SR? So SR means support resistance. So just one click, okay, one click of this button here, immediately the resistance shows up. All right. So you already know that, oh, if I am interested in Sunway, this is the price that I need to be looking at. And that is 5 ringgit and 29 cents. Okay. Now, you already know that you need to look at 5 ringgit and 29 cents. The next question is, how do you know when it triggers 5 ringgit and 29 cents? Now, the beauty here is we have thought about the solution to this problem because you cannot be sitting in front of the chart, in front of the software, looking at it 24/7. You have work to do, you have a business to run, you have a home to run, so you have things to do, all right? So what you need to do is just come to this button here. All right, you see this icon with the bell and the plus sign? This is the user alerts. Okay, so when I click this, okay, I have a few options here. What I'll do is I will click the second one, horizontal line alerts. Okay, then I will plot my line right at 5 ringgit 29 cents. Okay, can you see this orange dotted line that has appeared? Okay, I remove support resistance first. 5 ringgit 29 cents. This is the alarm. So whenever Sunway triggers 5 ringgit 29 cents, or to be precise, trades to this level of 5 ringgit 29 cents, you will receive a Telegram alert telling you that, hey, it's time to look at Sunway because it is now trading at 5 ringgit and 29 cents. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Let me show you how the alerts look like. On Yeah, so this is how the Telegram alerts are sent to you. Okay, all right, system alert trigger. So they'll all be here, so that you do not need to be staring at the chart. Like I said, you go and live life, go and do your work, go and run your business. Let us take care of the alerts. Let us take care of the alarm. The alarm will be sent to you automatically. So now that you know that you need to look at 5 ringgit and 29 cents, the next thing you need to do is when that triggers, you come back to the software and check what is the volume requirement. Me say how much is the volume that you need or want for entry for Sunday. So in this case, the volume that we need will actually be here. Okay, let me put this down. Okay, you see the word VT here? So VT stands for volume trigger. Means say the volume that we need. So we have price trigger here, which is 529 cents. VT is the volume trigger. And so we will wait to see if Sunway, when it triggers the price of 529 cents, is it trading at the volume that we want? And the volume that we want would be 2.186 million. Okay, can you see it right over here? Okay, 2.186 million. Okay, right over here. Okay, here. All right. So when it does trigger or trade up to 2.186 million volume, then we can consider an entry. Otherwise, we will continue waiting. All right. So we wait for 5 ringgit 29 cents, and we wait for the volume of 2.186. Okay, now that's all you need to do. Waiting. Okay, there's nothing else. So this is for Sunway. So we look at Unisem. Wow, okay. So this was something I drawn previously because we actually were looking at Unisem. So Unisem, we were waiting for a breakout. So at the moment, we are still waiting for a breakout. Okay, let me remove this. Let me zoom in. So Unisem here looks good. Okay, all for greener. All right. But over here, slightly less ideal. So I would say it is a stock. We are waiting. All right. So nothing to be done at the moment. So we leave it as it is. Okay, then here, this one is LHI. LHI, without even looking at the revenue and earn per share, if I just look at the chart here, I will also skip because the chart is very wild. It swings very wildly. And so it also has a little bit of characteristic of overlapping candles, which is not very ideal. Okay, let me show you why. Example, this one recently, wow, hot news. Can you see? Can you see this kind of chart? Okay, it moves up steadily, yes. But when it comes down, wow, can wipe out like your profit so much. Like you take, say, about a month to gather this kind of profit, but this can come down in just a matter of days. So you see over here, in Bursa, if a stock trades it goes down, the price goes down by 30%, then it will be cut off from trading, it will be suspended. So it exhibited this behavior for how many days? This one was no one, two, three consecutive days, and then here further drop. This is how it can drop for 4 days, 90 over percent. All right, so you don't want to end up getting caught in this kind of stock. All right, so this is a very painful lesson, and that's why I will also skip this LHI. Okay, we look at 99 Smart. 99 Smart here, there's one negative value, so that's fine. Like I said, we are not so arrogant to say that, oh, it has to be all for green. No, because not sometimes stocks, they maybe have a bad quarter, but okay, like, overall still alright. Like this one, revenue for 99 Smart, the last round, slightly down, but it's okay. All right, so we look at the chart here. All right, so it's piercing, the body is piercing, the 10 days and the 20 days moving average, trading above the 40 days and 200 days. So that's still okay. So if, for example, I'm interested in 99 Smart, what do I need to do? Again, I just need to click this support and resistance. All right, so I know that my resistance one here, that is my entry. So I will set an alert, set an alarm, okay, to tell me when this 99 Smart trades to this price of 379 cents. Okay, all right. So over here, so you have the alarm already set. So now all we need to do is wait. There's nothing else to do. So you don't be anxious. Don't kanchong. You kanchong also no point. It's not like the stock will go up higher or faster. No, Okay, so you just wait. You can put it in your trading platform in the meantime, whatever you use, just add it to your watch list so that you will be notified when it trades up to this price level of 379 cents. Okay. 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 Remy, thanks for asking about MBank. Okay, we take a look at it in a while. Let me just finish this list because this is based on our today's screening list. Okay, so here we have Syntax. So Syntax got one red. Okay, one red. And if we zoom in, over here it is being supported by the three moving averages. So that is actually a good sign for now. All right, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, but if you're interested, remember, all you need to do is click support and resistance, plot in your horizontal line alert. So you set your alarm. It's like, you set your alarm every morning to wake up. Same thing. So the only difference here is that you're setting an alarm to tell yourself when Sintex is actually trading at the price level of 3.78. Okay, when it does trigger, so for example, maybe tomorrow, okay, let's pretend, let's draw a candle. Okay, so example, it has a long white here. Okay, so it triggers to 3.78 tomorrow, example. So what we need to do is we come to this BT here to check what is the volume we need and require. So example, for today we needed 0.989 million. Okay, and did it? Yes, it actually fulfilled the volume that we needed by over 42%, in fact. Okay, so because we only needed 0.989, but it did 1.45 million. Okay, so then we just wait and see. So wait for the entry price requirement and volume requirement. LW Sabah. Okay, one red here, the rest all greens. That's okay. Yeah, I remember LW Sabah also listed not that long ago. Okay, so coming back to the chart, it is resting on the moving average, so that's good. All right, so again, put in your support resistance line. So this one is actually nearer, like compared to Sintex just now. Right, so you already know that it is 1 ringgit 55 cents. So you set your alert at 1 ringgit 55 cents. Okay, see right here. So tomorrow we'll wait to see if LW Sabah trades at this price with volume, because right now you can see that it is trading at that price level, but it doesn't come with volume. We want stocks or trades whereby when they trigger the price requirement, we want to see that it also comes with volume. The volume is the support. So support that is needed to push the price movement up higher and higher and higher. The momentum, basically. You get what I mean? Okay. So that's why it's very, very important we look at the volume requirement. This is something very special in chart access. Not everybody will teach you this. But in chart access, we teach you this. Everyone will tell you, oh, if you look at this stock, you look at this price, that's the entry price. But even if it does trigger, like you see, LW Sabah, for the last 2 days, today and yesterday, it triggered the 1 ringgit 55 cents. But it didn't come with volume. The volume was so low. Imagine if you didn't know, you just listen, oh, 1 ringgit 55 cents. Once it triggers, even yesterday or today, imagine if you entered, and then for the next few days or next 1 month or so, imagine it just kept trading in this range. Remember I said swing trading, right? So it trades in a range. So it keeps trading in this range. Imagine you hold, then you watch your funds go up, go down, go up, go down. Where in fact, imagine if you actually caught a stock like today. Wow, this one power. Inari. Wow, okay. So when I actually checked, it was about 6%. Now 6%, I close at about this. Fantastic. In just one day, So in Inari, you can see semicon. Oh, okay. So sector and play lah. Okay. So instead of like watching your money grow, you watch your money ding dong, sideways lah. Which we don't want, Okay. So this is IY Corporation. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Remy also asked how to get the screener on the chart. This is included. Okay. So this again, this software is called ESP Master Pro. So inside ESP Master Pro software, got this screener. The screener is where you will shortlist the stocks to look at. You know, in trading, three main questions and key questions, right? What to buy, and when to sell. So the screener is the answer to your what to buy. Instead of looking at thousand over stocks, you look through the charts one by one by one. ah, All you need to do is look at 17 stocks for tonight, for example. Doesn't that make your life easy? Okay, now I'm going slow, teaching you the components one by one by one. But if I were to do it myself, right, I will tell you half an hour is enough for me to look at Bursa, SGX, and US stocks. Okay, so this is how we do our screen every night. Literally, 30 minutes is all we need, and 30 minutes will be all you need as well. Okay, if you have the screener. So this is included in our mentorship program. All right, so join the Telegram channel. All right, my team has already put the link there. So join the Telegram channel, and then you will see the details on how to join the next webinar. All right, which I will share about the screener more in depth. All right, we offer Zoom sessions. So all the support that we do is actually through Zoom. All right. Don't worry, it's Zoom is very convenient, easier. It's something like this, but it'll be two-way. So you can talk, I can talk, and yeah, we can chit chat. Just that it's online. Inari. Okay, someone asked, can I use Inari as an example on how to trade? Okay, yeah. So Inari over here. Okay, I zoom in. So because the trading day has already closed, so I will plot my own entry. So I will plot about this price. So 4 ringgit and 47 cents. So this is the range. Okay. Again, so I'm teaching you how we read charts. So, oh, sorry. This IY call. Inari, right? Okay. Let me clear everything. Okay. So this is Inari. This is the range it was trading in. Okay. At one point it broke, but eventually it came back up. You want to put also can. All right. So you see the pattern. Okay, can you see the pattern? Oops. Yeah. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Okay, so this is the pattern, the swing pattern, all right, in consolidation. So we wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. So many signals come out, but it is not what we want. We continue waiting because we want the volume to come in. We want the candle to be trading above the moving average. Okay, and then today, we have today, okay. Today, what happened is you see it is trading above the moving average here. Okay, it gap up. There's a small gap. Okay, so it gap up, open higher, and then can you see the volume? 495%. Okay, we only needed 20.7 million, but Inari today traded did almost 70 million. So this is a fantastic volume. Okay, so you can see the volume here support the price movement, and this is the Inari trade. Okay, I hope that's clear. This is how we caught the Inari trade. Yeah, so in fact, just to share with you, this was inside here. Can you see here? You see? Added another batch of Inari. So 11 hours ago was at 9:04 this morning. 5th August, today, all right. Okay. This is actually a web version of the software. Yeah, but it's a slightly different version. Okay, so this is the ESP Master Pro. So you join the Telegram channel, you will get to learn more about it. All right, so remember, first go and join the channel. So to Alex who asked about Inari as a trade example, this is it. Okay, and I was, because I was looking at this, I was like, Inari moving, So I went on to check the other like semicon related stocks. So I saw, I remember, let me check MPI. MPI, you can see it moving as well. So you see, stocks, when they move in one sector. I mean, the sector moves together. The stocks in one sector. Here, VTROX. You can see VTROX here. Okay? Yeah, you see VTROX. Wow. I highlighted VTROX here, It's in the Telegram channel. So you make sure you join the Telegram channel because I highlighted VTROX. And then after that, subsequently, it continued go up. From the time I highlighted till now, 18.6%. Huh? Okay. Then, great tech we saw just now. Penta. Penta also fantastic today. Can you see? Penta signal was here. This is swing master signal. All right, then you see it continue go up higher and higher and higher. This one here also very good. All right. So Penta, I would plot here. Also about 18%. Okay. Franken. Okay. Franken also you can see moving. All right. Moving up. Moving up here. Supported bounce. All right. Okay. The private group is part of the mentorship program, which more will be shared tomorrow. So to know more about it tomorrow, you make sure you join the Telegram channel first, okay? So that's the first thing you need to do. Okay, where to take profit for Inari? Okay, that's a good question. Let me go back to Inari's chart. Now, assuming people who are already in Inari, okay, definitely your next question, your third question, you cannot be holding on forever because this is not investing, you are trading. So you will need to lock in your profit. What you need to do is you go to indicators. Okay, let me remove the swing master template, okay, because it's otherwise very messy. So clean, this is your clean chart, which I like. Okay, let me just remove this as well. Okay. So I'll scroll all the way down. You see this trailing stop? Just check it. This red line is what will help me to see when is the exit point. So at this moment, not yet. Okay, it is still very far away. It's a trailing stop whereby it will move higher and higher and higher as the stock price moves as well. You can see over here. Okay, so this was one of the exit point. Okay, so there was a signal here, swing master signal. Okay, we use this as example since we are in Inari. Okay. And then, okay, so Inari here got the signal. Let me highlight. Okay, so then imagine you were here at this point, all right? And you continue to hold higher and higher. Then you see the red line. You follow the red line, go higher and higher. So if, imagine you didn't have this trailing stop, what if you came to this point? Then you say, "Hiya, not moving much. Maybe I just sell now lah. I lock in my profit." Then let's see. Here is so here's about say 30%. Then you say, "Oh, I'm very happy. 30% profit." Okay. Then after that you sell. You lock in your profit. But being human, right? Your human nature, sure you curious. After you sell, what happened? Wow, long white the next day. Because you think that here 4 days nothing, not too big of a jump then maybe you think that no more power slowing down. Then imagine you sell, and then the next day it jump up and continue go higher. Ah, so then you feel like, yeah, I miss out. I was here. But if you had used the trailing stop, you would have sold later, about 38%. Okay, so it's approximately like that. So when it triggers, all right. So as of now, definitely Inari hasn't triggered. So we will only know as we check day by day by day. There is no hard stop loss or saying, oh, must be, I'm going to sell at, for example, 250. No. Okay, we wait for the trailing stop to be our guide. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, so that's on Inari. I think there were two more results, right? Okay, so let's finish them. MN holding. Okay, so now I will switch off the trailing stop indicator and then I will put back my swing master. Wow, MN holding, consolidating as well. Okay, consolidating. It's been on a very steady uptrend. One of our best performers. Actually, I think the best performer this year so far. If we use to date, wow, 70%. Imagine if you had actually identified MN holding as well around this time when it was consolidating and then it break up. Wow, 71%. Fantastic. Okay. So right now it is still consolidating. Can you see this pattern here? Okay, it's trading in this consolidating manner. When I pull back, consolidating now. So we wait and see. YTL power, wow, today really power. Okay, but trade or a bit shame. But it's okay. Can monitor if you want. Resistance is a bit far. Okay, but as of yesterday's, I mean, tomorrow, okay, lah, not terribly far, but today would have been a bit far. But it's okay. So it came in with the volume supported by volume 260%. So yeah, so these are all our results. And just now we have Remy asking about mBank. So let's take a look at mBank. You see mBank was a stock that I highlighted as well. Okay, so these are drawings that I did in the past. That's why you see previously when I actually plotted the time, it was at around this 8.7%. Wow. Okay, good choice, So you have 10% profit from our Swing Master signal breakout. Okay, oh yeah. So can you see the same thing? So the highs keep getting higher, so it just keeps making higher highs. Okay, higher highs, so on, so on. Then after that, eventually, over here, boom, it break up. And it break up, you notice one thing? You notice that it comes with high volume? So you see these volume bars, they are like extraordinarily bright compared to like this one here. These are the extra bright volume bars. So that's why we put a lot of focus on the volume. Okay, and hence you can see mBank. This is a stock that was asked for, so from the crowd, okay? So 10.2% here. Okay, so thanks for asking. And these are the stocks that we have for tonight. If you have anything else, please feel free to drop us a text or join our Telegram channel. Join our Telegram channel. This is where you will get information, you get updates. You want to reach us in the Telegram channel. All the details are in there. We even have a freebie. Okay, so if you want freebie, I mean, who doesn't like freebie, right? I love freebie. So you make sure you join our Telegram channel. Okay, so that's all for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this session and showed you the behind the scenes how I do my nightly screening. 30 minutes a night, literally, that's it. So if you'd like to learn more and continue following our market updates, like I said, please immediately now go and click and join our Telegram channel. The link is inside the chat. So my team has already put it there. Okay, so thank you for spending your evening with us, and I hope to see you again soon. And have a very good night. Happy screening for those of you who are in the market. Oh, okay. Last question. Why the last 2 days volume is different green? because it is extra high volume. Okay, you see, I mouse over to this volume, but I want you to take a look. You focus here, okay? Because when I move my cursor, the volume figure will change. Okay, so I'll put my cursor here, but I want you to focus here. Can you see it says 310? 310%? That means it is it traded over 300% beyond what we wanted. We only needed 6.486 million. But wow, MBank on this day, this high volume day, it traded a total of 16.1 million. So that is very, very high volume. That's why it is colored brightly to show you that, hey, look at me, something's happening. So you won't miss. All right. So if I don't do this, like if I just put the same green, you wouldn't notice. You may not know that, hey, I need to look at MBank. Something might be happening. But because they are brightly colored, very hard to miss, lah, right? This one, 204%. Okay. So that's why the volume bars are a different green. Okay. Okay, last request, MNRB. Wow, MNRB, there's a big gap up. All right, there's a big gap up here. Probably would have been, frankly, it would have been difficult to catch lah. All right, because you have your signal here, yes, but if you had put in your support resistance, okay, it might have been difficult to catch lah, because such a big gap up. How many percent? Okay, so it's about almost 3% gap up from yesterday. Yesterday's close. All right. Okay, so this is MNRB's chart, and again, we check the fundamental, which is the revenue and earning per share, because we also don't want to buy into those sexy stocks that move up super fast and come down equally or even faster. So we don't want that kind of stocks. So we want steady companies. That's why we look at the revenue and earning per share. Then after that, we look at the chart as well. Okay, so the chart, we use the Swing Master template. Okay, and then to exit, our indicator to use is trailing stop. All right, so that answers your what to buy, and when to sell. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions, just reach out to us. All the details are in the Telegram channel. All right, so thank you and good night. See you the next round. All right, bye everyone.